Hello again, everyone. I'm back with another update on the whole situation. This time, I'll be giving y'all a summary of the legal battle that took place yesterday, provided by Dispatch, and I'll be translating it for you guys so you can follow along as the summary presents both sides of the case, and also, I'll link the original article in the description box below so y'all can check it out. Anyway, let's begin. ADOR was given 40 minutes to argue its case. NewJeans' side presented their argument for 36 minutes. In the final 4 minutes, the members made a tearful plea. ADOR spent 10 minutes on their argument and 30 minutes on rebuttal. NewJeans' side prepared a 93-slide PowerPoint presentation to explain the reasons for the breakdown of trust, citing more than 13 reasons. ADOR countered with a total of 229 slides, refuting each of NewJeans' claims one by one. On the morning of the 7th, the Seoul Central District Court Civil Division 50 presiding Judge Kim Sang-hoon held a hearing on ADOR's injunction request against NewJeans, seeking to maintain its position as the group's management agency and to prohibit independent advertising contracts. There was no obligation for the parties involved to attend the hearing, but NewJeans appeared in court wearing black suits, carrying pens and notebooks, and sat through the entire session. ADOR filed the injunction request on January 6 to prevent NewJeans from signing independent advertising contracts and engaging in activities outside its management. Last month, on the 11th, ADOR expanded the scope of the request to prohibit NewJeans from engaging in singing and other music-related activities. NewJeans' side argued that ADOR is ultimately blocking NJZ's activities entirely, while ADOR responded, "The goal is not to restrict activities, but to work together while adhering to the contract." Here are 10 key arguments from both sides presented during the hearing. A Belift lab manager told members of illit, in front of Hani, to ignore her and walk past. This was an incident where a fellow Hive manager alienated and harassed Hani. 3 illit members walked past Hani without greeting her, and some even mocked her with words and actions. Hani told Min Hee-jin that all 3 illit members did, in fact, greet her. The phrase "ignore her" did not come from Hani, but rather from Min Hee-jin herself. Min asked, "Did the manager tell you not to greet her?" To which Hani replied, "I'm not sure." ADOR claims this is a false narrative created to justify the contract termination. A video exists showing that 3 illit members did not greet Hani, but it was not preserved. It is suspected that the video was selectively deleted or stored under the instructions of Kim Yo-young and Lee Jae-sang. Why hasn't an investigation been conducted to confirm the facts and issue an apology? There was no deletion, nor any reason to delete the video. Hani herself did not see it as a major issue. This is something that could have been resolved through verification and discussion. Why would Hype have any reason to delete the footage? A May 10, 2023, Hype industry report mentioned a branding strategy called New illit sserafim, shortened to New AR. The claim that New should be removed implies that Hype planned to discard NewJeans and restructure its branding strategy. The New AR refers to Hive, not illit. At the time of the document's creation, illit hadn't even debuted yet. This is a misinterpretation. The intention was to avoid categorizing NewJeans and sserafim together and instead position them alongside other top 4th-generation girl groups like Blackpink, aespa, and Hive. Isn't this ultimately about excluding NewJeans from the leading 4th-generation girl group category while including sserafim? Hive later launched illit, which closely mimics NewJeans, in an effort to devalue and replace the NewJeans brand. The document's author had no decision-making authority, and it was simply an opinion. It was not a formal Hive directive. Furthermore, Min Hee-jin accessed this document multiple times over a year later, in October 2024, reviewing it at least 7 times. ADOR claims she manipulated its meaning to create a misleading narrative. Hive's PR team leader called a journalist to downplay NewJeans' album sales in Japan, saying, "NewJeans didn't perform well in Japan. They didn't sell as much as expected." The correction was necessary for factual accuracy. The figure of 1.02 million copies in Japan was misleading. It was actually the total from multiple countries, not just Japan. Providing accurate data is essential to avoid violations of capital market laws. The same PR official also said NewJeans was gaslit, which was an insult to the members. This was not meant to be a personal insult, but a comment about how excessive dependence on a producer could lead to potential conflicts of interest. The words were taken out of context. The official in question has since been removed from PR duties. Illit was designed to mimic NewJeans, devaluing the NewJeans brand. Even an internal Hybe employee admitted, "We referenced everything from NewJeans. So why do we keep denying it?" While internal documents may look similar due to shared templates, the content of Illit's concept is different. The branding and core identity of the two groups remain distinct. Illit copied NewJeans' holiday-themed photo shoots, using similar angles, locations, concepts, colors, and textures. Their debut marketing strategy also mirrored NewJeans, securing ambassador deals before their official debut. Even their choreography looks similar, something the public has also pointed out. The demand to preserve NewJeans' identity is vague and abstract. Min Hee-jin herself said, "Plagiarism is subjective. It's common for new groups to face similarity and benchmarking issues. Should every such case be called plagiarism?" A news outlet Dispatch released footage from their trainee days without consent. Hybe source music likely leaked it, violating their image rights. While Min Hee-jin wanted to take legal action, ADOR executives did not. ADOR requested the removal of the footage multiple times, and the videos were deleted. Faces and screenshots were blurred, and 200+ videos were taken down to protect NewJeans. Dolphin kidnappers, the team behind ADOR, "Oh My God," and ETA music videos was key to NewJeans' success. Hybe cut ties with them. Against NewJeans' wishes, Dolphin kidnappers violated contractual terms by posting MB content without approval. Apple, a major advertiser, also filed complaints about this. ADOR was legally justified in taking action. NewJeans publicly stated they would honor existing contracts, but they later refused to sign off on already shot advertisements and approached brands directly to exclude ADOR. Min Hee-jin planned to take NewJeans away from ADOR as early as March 2024. She orchestrated parents' complaints and influenced NewJeans' YouTube live statements and Hanni's appearance at a government hearing. ADOR lacks a solid alternative production plan. Plans for a 2025 album were only drafted after the contract dispute began. Planning for 2025 activities started in October 2023. Delays are due to NewJeans' refusal to cooperate. "I signed a contract with ADOR. ADOR should have done everything possible to protect its artists. CEO Min Hee-jin did her best to protect us, but Hybe attacked her actions and even dismissed her. I don't understand why they are trying to separate us. Our CEO is also a member of our team. Right now, it feels like one of our members has been hurt. I was terrified of losing her. We may be 5 members, but in reality, we're more like 6. No matter what, we want to stay with our CEO. At the current ADOR, my future as a person feels bleak and uncertain. ADOR took away the future we had dreamed of with our CEO without any justifiable reason. I cannot remain at ADOR and present work that lacks sincerity to the public when what we created with our CEO came from genuine passion. I believe Hybe is acting this way because they are afraid of us. They fear our success, which is why they are trying to block us with this injunction. They say they want to work with us, but behind the scenes, they keep interfering. I can't trust them. From the beginning, I strongly felt that Hybe never respected us. Now, ADOR is filled with people from Hybe, and I can't work with people I don't trust. We have continuously faced discrimination. Hybe has attacked us so relentlessly that we even question whether we were truly their artists. Instead of protecting us, ADOR has only made things more difficult for us, and that is why we decided to terminate our contract. Your Honor, please consider our feelings. There is only one reason why we filed this injunction: to continue working with NewJeans. The ADOR team is waiting for NewJeans while carrying out their responsibilities in their respective positions. Please give us the chance to support NewJeans. We will do everything in our power and put our whole hearts into supporting them. The court will conclude deliberations by the 14th and request additional evidence from both sides. ADOR's lawsuit for contract validity will begin on April 3rd. So, that's it for now. Y'all can make your judgment on this. Have a lovely weekend and thanks for watching.